Oh, there's so many different things you can talk about when it comes to this incredible today's special, but I call it triple the amount of love, because you're not getting just one necklace, you're not getting two. Oh, I don't know, how about we give you 3 beautiful Bellezza necklaces, 3 that on their own are customer picks by themselves individually, and for the first time ever, we have put them together as our today's special. Yes, you get 3 Lobsterclaw clasps, you get 3 full necklaces, you get 3 links in these. First off, your snake that you're seeing right there starts at 18 inches. Your Marinerlink goes to 20 inches, and your Curblink, the big beefy guy down there, that is a 22-inch necklace. We're $106 off the retail price. And Paul Woods, who joins me,
we're $106
off the retail price on these for one single day. I mean, and Paul Woods is with me. Let me reintroduce this gentleman to you.
Hi, guys.
He literally teaches classes at universities as a guest lecturer on the art of luxury. How fabulous is that? He was the president of Gucci's fine watch and jewelry division. How impressive. And he's consulted with many of the top houses in the world, including Versace. And I get to sit beside this guy for another hour. I'm so honored, honestly.
Oh my gosh, you're killing me. You know, the best
Are you
thing,
blushing?
The best thing about the work I do with students is I'm actually working with some students in Bologna, Italy right now. And they're helping me with my Italian. I'm helping them build careers, and I hope it works out. But this is really a special opportunity. And we're never, you know, it's been a year since we've had a Today's Special, and you guys asked us for bigger, bolder, more gorgeous chains. You're like, we love that look. We want to look like, you know, Bay and have old stacks of gold chains all around our neck, but gold is $2,000 an ounce. I mean, it just keeps going up. This look in 18 karat gold would be over $10,000. And we have done it for you in pure Italian bronze, and we've given it the color of 18 karat Italian gold. You choose if you want the yellow or if you want the white, it's up to you. I added one of our little enhancer pendants to it as well. You're getting all 3. And maybe you have a gold necklace, maybe you have a cross that you got, you know, from communion or something, you cherish it, you wear it all the time. Go ahead and layer it with Bellezza. It'll match right back. And people will think, oh my gosh, she just got a bunch more gold. Yeah. Where'd she get that gold? Did she inherit it? Did she, you know, did she sell something? I mean, you know, because
did she win the lottery?
Did she win the lottery? Folks know gold is expensive, and they want that look. You know, if you watch any of the other red carpet shows, you know, you see, it's not even layers anymore, it's stacks.
Yes.
It's stacks.
They're just bringing it.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
I love that. Okay, so here's what we're doing. This is very rare for me to show you kind of a value breakdown in a jewelry show. We normally would not do that. We do it a lot for electronics and things like that. But I was really proud to be able to do this because individually, these have all been customer picks in different versions. When we put them together, this is the value. You don't have to buy them separately. All you're choosing is, do I want gold tone or the silver tone? The smallest one, the 18-inch, which is the snake, is the $49.75. Your Marinerlink is $56.75, and that big chunky curb is $69.75. Basically, for the price of what you'd normally pay for this, which is absolutely glorious, and it's big, and it's chunky, and it's fun, and it feels good on, you're getting the other 2 necklaces. And what I want you to know, it is the quality that only the Italians can achieve. They are known around the world as some of the finest, top of the line chain makers. They excel in it. They create equipment so they stay on front of it. I mean, they create new designs all the time. And so when you're getting an Italian-made chain, you're absolutely getting one of the very best. And don't we all want that? I know I do. I mean, there's a lot of really bad chain out there that you spend well over $69 on. It doesn't have the quality. You don't get this value at all. There's a lot of it out there. It's tinty, it's weak, it's wimpy, it doesn't sit right on your neck, it catches the hair behind your neck when you're wearing them. That's really bad chain, and there's tons of it out there. When you have a very unique opportunity, and Paul can tell I'm very passionate about this, to be able to buy Italian-made chain, that is a rarity in and of itself here in the US. That's a surprise. And the fact that Bellezza specializes in it, we are your resource for buying these exquisite chains. Even across the screen, looking at that shot, you can see the quality. Look at the consistency consistency of that snake chain. All those little teeny piece after piece after piece that make this glorious flowing chain, it's absolutely flawless. That is shocking.
It is flawless, and I always say I can tell an Italian chain from a block away because of how it lays down on the body. You know, and when I worked at Boucheron in Paris, I asked the Atelier jewelers, I said, what's the hardest thing to do for, you know, making jewelry? And they said, to make a necklace lay down properly on a woman. And I said, yeah, and he said, yeah, if it doesn't, then it wears her. And so an Italian chain...
Or it looks just awkward.
Yeah, it wears you. So this will never wear you, you'll wear it. And in fact, instead of people saying, oh, I love your necklace, what you'll mostly hear is, gosh, you look gorgeous today. And that's the kind of compliment I want. Now, these are designed to be your trip to Italy. So the snake chain is actually inspired by Milan, the city of Milan. And I want you to go to all three cities, because in Milan you find the fashion, you find the fine food, you find the incredible architecture, you find kind of the New York City of Italy is what you find. And so the snake chain is inspired by Milano. Then we go to Venice, the home, the seaport for the Italians for 700 years, and where the Marinerlink was actually created in the 1800s. So popular at one point it was called the Gucci Link. Then finally we take you to Rome, the eternal city. All roads lead to Rome. And the Curblink has been around since the Bronze Age. We're talking 6,000 years old, and it was created right in this region. And I love to bring you that kind of history and strength. And when you look today at, you know, the stars wearing their gold and everything, the Curblink is still the hottest link there is. You'll hear it called the Miami Curb or the Cuban Curb, or but it's still a Curblink.
Right, when all is said and done.
6,000 years later, we're still rocking it. So we brought
and
you
more so than ever, which is really funny.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And you know what I think is really fabulous is layering has been a real beautiful trend for the last couple of years, right? But it's been layering with these little teeny necklaces that nobody can see. You can't even, I've tried wearing them and they get, oh my God, the worst is the chain itself is so fine that it all gets tangled up. And it never stays in the layer, and it makes you nuts, right? With this, they all stay in their place. You can see, even me holding it, you can almost see that these are really weighty, beautiful, hefty pieces. Now, why do I collapse it all down to a pile? It's because I can't. If you cannot do this with the chain that you have at home or the jewelry you have at home, it is a poorly made chain. When you get exquisite chain, it should not feel tinty or kink up on you. It should not capture your hair in the back of your neck when you're wearing it, and it should puddle. That's a quality chain. When these beautiful, beautiful big links can puddle like that, you're getting that Italian quality. That's just a sure sign. Now, I have to show you a little treat because it's in stock, and I'm amazed it is. We've got the magnets back. Okay, so here we go. We have one in gold tone, we have one in silver tone. They literally will find each other. Almost 1,000 of the magnets have been sold last hour alone. So we have a lot less of these than we do our today's special. The neat thing about this one, it was designed specifically to be worn with anything you have at home, but see how the big O-ring back here is really large? That's because you can connect all three necklaces to it, and then on the other side, you're gonna connect with the Lobsterclaw, the O-rings on the other end of the necklaces. So brilliant design, made it big enough to really accommodate this. Now, why is that great? Well, if you're like me, on a Monday morning, you're trying to get out of the house, you just don't have time to put 3 necklaces on. You're like, okay, here's one. No, let me get another one on. Let me get the clasp and get it on back there. With this one, watch. You literally, I know it's gonna be too much, but I'm gonna put it on. It's gonna find itself. It finds itself instantly, and you've got it on. You come home at the end of the day, you take it off, boom. Sorry, I knew it was gonna get caught. And there you go. So I really, really recommend, if you do not have this kind of clasp, I went online, I made the same mistake, and I shouldn't have. I bought an inferior set of clasp and thought I got a great deal. How can I use this word nicely? They're awful. I had a word that rhymes with yap, but I'm not gonna say it.
There's a German word you could use.
What's the German word?
Furchtbar.
Furchtbar?
Doesn't that sound awful?
Well, it does.
Furchtbar.
Furchtbar.
Yeah, those cheap online ones, they're furchtbar. Who thought we would devolve into a German show?
Furchtbar. Yes, they're furchtbar. Yes, they're terrible. Don't make my same dumb mistake. I wasted money. I got them at home. I was trying to cheap out. I really was. And it was a dumb mistake. This is such good quality. The magnet's really, really strong. and it just makes putting all these necklaces on super, super easy. Let's go to a little bit about the history of these three chains, because I know you talked about the originality and the origins, excuse me, of the Marinerlink, but these are classics that really are timeless.
Well, they are, and there's the thing, you know, if you're working in gold, you don't ever do anything outlandish because gold is too expensive. And so you want whatever you're making to be traditional, to be quality, and to withstand the test of time. And so changes that happen in gold jewelry happen very slowly over time. So the Curblink, for instance, you know, today you might see the Miami version or the Cuban version. They look the same, the link's a little flatter. It's just a tiny little tweak they've made to it. It makes it a little more masculine, actually. And then the Snakechain, all we really ever change with the snake is the gauge. You know, do we go with a thinner gauge or a larger gauge? This is really quite substantial. Look at that. Yeah. We're talking a good 2.5 millimeters of gauge, and yet it's still so smooth, and it feels, I love the way a snake chain feels on your neck. It just feels, well, if it's made well. Yes. Because if it's made poorly, it will grab the hair on your neck. Yep. This one will not. And then finally we have that beautiful Marinerlink, and that has such wonderful history. You know, sailors first used this for the anchors on ships. And then somebody looked at it and said, that would be really cool. You know, my girlfriend would like something like that for her. And they would make them out of rope or whatever's on the ship while they were sailing. And it just became a thing. And eventually Gucci adopted it, became the Gucci link some years ago. In fact, there was a time when every house was known for a specific link. I kind of miss that, because if you wanted a certain link, you had to go to a certain house.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and now we all kind of try to make everything, but the Italians are the ones we all turn to. Even the French fashion houses make their jewelry in Italy.
Oh my God, because the quality is exceptional, yeah.
And you know, if you want the best leather, you go to Italy. Yeah. You want the best shoes, you go to Italy. You want the best food, of course you go to Italy. And you want the best gold, you know you go to Italy.
And you want the best chain. Yeah. And just flat out the best chain in the world is Italian chain. Okay, we have a matching bracelet to go along with this. And it's actually 2 of the 3, which I think is lovely. If you would like it, we have it in silvertone and in gold tone. The length on this will fit anybody from 6 3/4 to a 9-inch wrist, because it's got a really nice long extender there on the back. So I just wanted to highlight that, because we have the magnetic clasp, we've got the bracelets. Unfortunately though, I know the bracelets are limited at this point, because they were just really popular last hour. And it's lovely. I actually put it on with the watch we had last hour. How pretty is this? It just gives you that really voluptuous, rich, very luxe look. And for me, with the Bellezza line, it allows me to have what looks like beautiful, stunning Italian 18-karat gold without me having to pay for it. And I do have a trio of necklaces, and I do have the magnetic clasp, and I actually have a lira. I've got a bracelet from our Bellezza line. Why do I invest in it personally? Because I'm not gonna spend money on solid gold anymore. I think it's a waste, because I have the Bellezza as an alternative. You know, it's the same thing I feel about absolute diamonds here at HSN. Right. Why would I buy regular diamonds when all I can afford is something, a little spit of something, and I lose them, unfortunately. I've lost lots of them, believe it or not, over the years, when I can use absolute. It's my same feeling when it comes to the Bellezza line. I now have the perfect, rich, gorgeous alternative, and I have the quality that I need, because I will be picky about quality. I am when it comes to my jewelry, because you don't want something catching your hair. You don't want it to be really tinty and feel bad and not drape nicely on your neckline. So you get the best of all worlds. You can have this look of amazing 18-karat gold. You can have a value that's unprecedented here at HSN. We have never offered this, and we won't again. By the way, one of the side notes I got on that was, this is the lowest price per necklace that you're gonna get in the Bellezza line for the rest of the entire year. I am not surprised. This took a lot of work to get here. Yeah, it comes out to $25 a necklace. $25. I mean, that's... What can you find for 20? Nothing. Oh, is it 23? So it's even less than that, $23 and some change. Imagine the mall and finding a necklace for $23 and then having them say, oh, it's Italian made. Oh, and it's pure bronze. Oh, and it looks like the color of gold. You're like, no, not in the mall. What store? Find it. What store would that be? You know, it doesn't exist. And part of the reason is our relationship with the Italian manufacturers is direct. It doesn't go through a distributor and a wholesaler. We work directly with the manufacturer, and it comes straight to you. Yeah. And so there's all that markup. You know, if this was in a mall, it would be $300, $400, $500, because it would have been marked up every time it went through another hand. Plus they have to pay rent.
they got to pay rent. I mean, well, we got to pay for airtime. You know, we got things to pay for, but.
But we have to rent, and we're not renting a bunch of stores.
True.
So we cut that price out instantly.
So, but it's that direct relationship that allows us to bring you the quality, to bring you the value, to bring you the price, and to give you the look that you want, you hunger for. And you were talking, Suzanne, about that fine layered chain look that we were seeing. If you really actually analyze that look, where you were seeing it was on young influencers and teen magazines. And why do they use those tiny little chains? Because they're 20 years old and they can't afford anything bigger than that.
That's a good point.
And they're skinny little things that, you know, that looks cute on them. Well, by the time you're my age, a slim little chain like that is not going to look cute. I need something more substantial, and this is that.
And you know what's kind of fun, though, is, and you made such a great point about it too, is why do we see superstars wearing real gold, big, chunky chains and lots of them, lots of layers, right? Because it's not going anywhere.
Right.
In fact, this movement towards bigger and chunkier is growing, and it's here to stay, and we see it forecasting it to be even bigger, right?
We do.
It's because they can afford to buy solid gold. They make millions of dollars every time they release a new record. You know what I mean? That's why when they're rocking all the real stuff, you're like, oh, I wish I could do that. But then there's you and me. You know, there's the rest of us who go, gosh, where is it out there that I can have that look and mimic that look and buy a beautiful chain and get the kind of quality that we deserve? And again, it all comes back to this today's special. Now, the cool thing about it is I'm going to show you these individually on the gold version. These are all beautiful by themselves. Yeah. They're all completely finished, okay? We did have it on the magnetic closure, but again, look at how elegant and stunning and rich and opulent just that snake chain looks.
Beautiful.
All right, that's the first one. Let's do the Marinerlink, because I think the Marinerlink adds texture. It adds interest to an outfit. Look at that. Now envision this. This is going to be a blouse surrounding it. Or maybe you're wearing it, I have a ton of Diane Gilman tunic tops or my Marla Wynn pieces. Beautiful. Again, by itself, that is a stunning necklace and not a little fine rope chain you can barely see. Now let's bring out the big guns. Okay, let's do our big Curblink. This is the wow. This is the one that if you're going on a cruise, please wear this with your bathing suit and go to the pool in it. I want you to. Now, if I were wearing a solid gold chain, it wouldn't even be on a cruise with me. The thing would be worth thousands of dollars. I don't even have one. But something like this that would cost thousands to pull off, yes, wear it to the pool in your bathing suit. You're gonna look so rocking hot when you do that. I will love it. Jerry, who's my stylist, her mom right now is on a cruise. Where is Jerry? Did she leave us? Where's Jerry at? Jerry, are you still in the room? Did she walk away? Oh, I'm giving a shout out to her mom. Her mom was on a cruise, took like 10,000 days to pack. She was her first cruise ever. She wanted to get everything totally right. I know if she had this Curblink, she would be rocking the thing at the pool on that cruise that Jerry's mom's on right now. But again, this is the fun of Bellezza. It allows you to go into a status level of looks and styles and quality that we normally can't touch. That, I think, is why I'm so passionate about owning and wearing Bellezza. It allows me to play with the really rich girls, and I look like I fit in really well, but they don't know I'm not wearing solid gold. And I don't give a lick that it's not solid gold.
I gotta tell you, even most of the rich girls are often wearing Bellezza instead of solid gold, because even they don't have all those chains in solid gold, unless you get to the level of, like, you know, the top pop stars. Okay, yeah, maybe they have 10 pounds of chains, okay. But most folks don't, you know.
That's true, yeah.
In fact, I don't know if you saw, but a singer, I can't name her, but just signed a contract in Vegas. She gets $2 million a night to sing.
Oh my God.
And she doesn't even wear stacks of that many chains. So it's like, you know, but we want the look.
Wait, can you do me a favor if you don't mind? Show yours. Because when he came out, and now understand, Gucci, Versace, the guy's worked for
I've been doing it a long time.
And worked for a lot,
Right.
and he's got a brilliant Luxe collection.
Okay.
When he came on the set, he was wearing this exact set, and I assumed for sure it was all his private gold collection. Tell him what it is.
It's half gold and half Bellezza.
Isn't that crazy?
And you can't tell. And I do this all the time. I have so much fun. You know, I was at the the car wash, and the young man at the car wash said to me, "Is that chain real?" I took it off, and I handed it to him. He's like, "Oh," because he felt it. He said, "How much is something like that?" I said, $80. What? Where? And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll tell them, you know, I said, oh, it's too much. I can't tell you. I was at the grocery store. I haven't told you this one. A man came up to me and said, "My son wants to meet you." I said, "Why?" He said, "He thinks you're famous because of your jewelry."
Oh gosh, how cute
Now,
is that?
I had jeans and a shirt on. That was it, you know. And the kid thought he wanted to meet this famous person who had on all that Bellezza. That's what I had on, but I shook his hand and I said I was pleased to meet him.
That's awesome.
You know, what else are you gonna do?
Right.
That's what this look does for you. It gets you that good table at the restaurant.
Right.
It gets you into that place you always wanted to go to. It gets you extra service. It gets you another smile. It gets you an upgrade because you look like you're gonna spend the bucks.
Right. Well, it's funny, Samantha Brown, when she talks about carrying her luggage and traveling with it, she says because of her luggage, she gets, well, they know it's Samantha Brown, but if they don't, she says she's been upgraded without their knowing who she was, right? Simply because her luggage looked really great and she was dressed appropriate. Right. So they said, hey, can we give you a junior suite? Can we upgrade you? And she's like, well, of course, right?
I'll take
and
that.
so to your point, you know, people really do, whether you like it or not, they make assessments when everybody checks everybody out. And if someone did walk into me, and especially if I was a waiter or somebody and they were rocking some great jewelry, chances are I would expect a pretty decent sized tip from them. So I might treat them a little bit better than maybe somebody who's just kind of in a holy t-shirt and some jeans. I know it's wrong, but that is just the reality of our lives. For me, I just love great jewelry. I love wearing great jewelry. I love jewelry that makes me stand out. I don't want to wear the same thing that my friends wear. I want something that's uniquely different, and clearly this is. Now, please remember, I'm going to show you the value again, and I know we're really busy. If you can go to hsn.com or use your camera on your phone and walk up to that little scan code, that's how you jump to the front of the line, and especially if you want the gold tone, this is the time to get it tonight. If you're watching this on replay, do not miss out on the gold tone because it is by far outselling the silver tone. But here's what we're doing. Snakechain, that's 18 inches long, normally here on HSN, $49.75. Then we go to our Marinerlink. The Marinerlink, that is now 20 inches long. So again, we're getting those extra inches. That's gonna be $56.75. And then finally, we've got the big guy. This is our Curblink. The Curblink is $69.75. So if you had to buy them all separately, it's $176.25. Now that's on HSN. That's if we separated them out and stuck them online, great. You'd have to buy all three to create the same look.
They're actually there at that price.
Oh, right, individually,
and
right?
They have 5-star reviews.
Yeah, already, right? So what's cool is, for the first time ever, we put them all together in one phenomenal deal. It's basically you're buying this chunky Curblink and you're getting the other two with it. Now, I would also say, you might want to think about getting this to a guy. At 22 inches, if you've got a guy who loves jewelry, like Paul does, this would be a great size and length for a guy. And then maybe you keep the other two. That's how you keep the hubby happy. You say, I have these two, but look, honey, I bought you a new Curblink. Congratulations.
Yes, and then it's a get out of jail free card for
exactly.
a while. You get the remote and you control it. Tonight we're watching, you know, whatever.
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton, yeah, of course.
Which my husband will not watch with me.
Really, I like that show.
Oh, no.
Are
you
say
kidding
American
me?
Idol, I think the final is tonight.
Oh,
so.
American Idol's good too. Hopefully you were watching us and not American Idol.
Oh, it's over.
Oh, it is? Is it done?
It's done.
That was the finale.
That was.
Oh, was it a good end?
I have not seen it yet. It's on my recorder. So.
Oh, so right now, if someone texted you, we'd blow it?
Yes, don't do that.
Okay, don't do it.
Don't do it.
All right, remember, silvertone is one option. This is actually the first time we've ever done the silvertone. We've got your traditional gold tone. It literally looks like you're wearing 18K. Ah, that's awesome, right? Isn't this fun? And it's delicious and it feels good and it's gonna look so good on you. Hey, also just don't forget, we have a 30-day return policy. So if you get it at home and it's not everything and then some, you can send it back for a refund if you'd like to. I don't think you're gonna send it back. All right, Rocky, I have no idea what you told me. He said something and I have no idea. hsn.com. Oh, at this point, it's probably a good idea to use hsn.com because it's a super easy way to place your order for today's special. And what I like about it, it's like going to that amusement park and you're in the back of the line and like they open up a second line and you immediately dash to the front of it and you're so happy. You know that feeling you get? That's what it's like shopping on hsn.com. You jump in front of everybody else and boom, you can get it really quick and you can be a brand new shopper with it.